awesome people, today we are going to be revisiting some of my older work and seeing the new creation I come up with this. It took me quite a bit of filming. This is the Solekeeper from my very first sketchbook, and I thought I would redo him. At first I created something a little stagnant and I thought I could use a little more energy in it, so that's why the piece on the right there has more energy. I did some color testing and then I just really had fun with him and playing with his design. I had so much fun I ended up creating a lot of extra little bits that you'll be able to find as stickers in my Etsy store. To start out with, I inked the line work to give me just a good idea of how I wanted the lines to play out. So I'm not going to do too much talking in this video, so that way you can enjoy the ambiance and just chill. Was done inking the piece, I scanned it into Krita, where I did a little photo editing so that way I can use it in Silhouette Studio to get the line work for the cut lines. I like the look of cut work, but I don't necessarily always want to be doing the cutting, so having the silhouettes is really helpful for just completing these things without having to worry about messing up at the end, because I can always reprint something if I do make a little mistake. Once I was done with this, it was time to paint it, and I'm using watercolor Hobin specifically. It's one of my favorites to work with. One thing to note is that I forgot to change out my blade for the cut lines, and so they turned out a little bumpy, but I had already gone through and done it, and I didn't feel like reprinting them. So I ended up just fussy cutting what I already had, and it worked out fairly well. wanted to add a little bit more depth to this piece, so I went ahead and cut out the eyes and gave them their own separate section to work with, using the extra bits of paper left over from the fussy cuts that I did. Once all done with the painting, it was time to take off the tape and begin the glue work. And I used bits of Bristol board and foam core, so that way I can have several different layers. I worked with, I would say about 4 different layers for this piece. This ended up being over 9 hours of video, and probably even more time because some of this I didn't even get to record, so I would say about 11 hours of work time. It usually doesn't take me this long to work on a piece, but I was trying something new, and because I decided to just use the cut lines from the silhouette machine as a guide, it ended up affecting some of my work time instead of it coming out in a full linear path. We'll see how the next one goes. Maybe I'll be able to do that a bit more smoothly. Once I had everything all glued down and it was all dried, I matted it, and now we have a nice finished piece to work with. You can find this piece in my Etsy store, where it will be available soon, and you'll also be able to find the stickers and other items that might be of interest. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more, where I will be doing more layered paper cut work like this, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.